presentations before our first break, and I'd like to introduce you to Joe Fitzpatrick, Regional Manager NT for Statewide Super. Statewide Super is an organisation heavily invested in the Northern Territory and invested in you. And what I love about it is that if you've got any HR, you put your HR hat on and think about your staff. If they're feeling financially safe, they're going to be more productive and there's going to be a better culture in your organisation. So think about it in that lens. Statewide Super helps you with your recruitment and retention of staff. Joe Fitzpatrick.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean, and thank you again for the opportunity to be here today. It's great to be back in Alice Springs. Now, is this one working? Yeah. Don't expect you to read this one, but it's our legal team made me put this one up here. This is just to let you know that everything I talk about today is about a general nature only. I'm certainly not giving any advice, and I'm not a financial planner. So what does the Statewide Super business look like in the Territory since I last spoke to you? We've now grown our business to membership of approximately 9,800 people in the Northern Territory. And of course, the majority of our members are with the public sector and of course the local government sector as well. And we continue to have our local team based in Darwin, but travelling across the Territory to the regions to provide a full suite of services. We do have a local commitment to giving education to people all across the Territory, and that includes all of your employees, not just our members. So as Sean said, it's a pretty hot topic for us to help people out to understand their super, because we've got a strong belief that every Australian should actually have the opportunity to engage with and understand their superannuation, which can be a challenge. And of course, as we know, a lot of Territorians do face financial hardship, and superannuation can potentially be something that can help them in the future to understand and have a better financial future. So what can we do? Well, we can work with you as the employers, and for you in remote and regional areas, we're keen to understand how we can actually engage with your employees further and more often. We can provide education sessions, and recently we did engage with the East Arnhem Regional Council, whereby we did a presentation in the Darwin office, at their Darwin office, but we had several communities dial in to actually be part of the presentation as well. We're keen to explore more of that, because obviously it helps us with efficiencies. It's not always the ideal way to communicate, but we're certainly keen to explore more of that, to touch more of the employees and get the information they require. We might even have to go on a road trip with the President, who knows. But please do reach out to us, because we're actually here to help everyone actually understand their superannuation. So what do some of those education sessions look like? We've got lots of different resources, and we've been developing these over some months. We've recently produced several videos, which you can find on our website, but if you'd like a direct link to those, please reach out to me. I'm happy to share those with you. There's just very short, several minutes, explaining some of the key basics around superannuation. There's also an induction pack with an induction video as well. So if you do have new employees, it gives them the basics of what the key things they need to know and understand about their super. As I said, we can do this through webinars, through Zoom meetings. We do go to the regions, not as often as we would like, but as I said, again, please talk to us around how we can actually communicate more often to provide the information that your employees need. But a lot of these tools can be found on our website, but as I said, talk to me, happy to help out. Lots of topics we can talk about. Some of the most popular ones are the Get Your Super Sorted. I've actually got a colleague here with me in Alice Springs today and tomorrow. She's actually doing a couple of lunchtime sessions at the Chamber of Commerce and the Get Your Super Sorted. And what that is where we just take people through 6 or 7 steps of things to check about their superannuation, regardless of who their provider is. They don't actually have to be one of our members to apply these steps. Retirement planning, if you've got an ageing workforce, please talk to us. We can look at doing some retirement seminars, whether it be by webinar, in person, etc., to get people preparing and taking the steps that's going to set them up for a good retirement. So there's several topics, and of course, with all the legislation changes happening in our world at the moment, we're keen to also keep in touch with your payroll and HR employees to keep them across what those changes are and how it might affect your business as well. The hot topic at the moment, potential merger. So some of you may be aware that in early August, we signed an agreement with Host Plus to explore a merger between the two funds. So since then, we've begun undergoing due diligence, and this will take several months, but that's to confirm that a merger is in the best interest of not only the statewide members, but also Host Plus members. We're looking at the proposed merger that will actually bring benefits to both Statewide and Host Plus members. So it's got to suit everybody. We want to let you know, though, that the local services in the Northern Territory will continue. So our team will stay on and we'll be joined by a member of the Host Plus team from the Northern Territory. So those local services will continue in the Territory. And I'm very, very pleased to say that Host Plus have actually confirmed that with us. If the merger takes place, it could lead to more competitive administration fees and efficiencies in operating costs for our businesses. And that will happen over time. It's also anticipated that the merged fund will create a significantly broader and multi-sector national fund with a very large member base. So nationally, it would be looking at more than 1.4 million members, 258,000 contributing employers, and over $90 billion in funds under management. So what's that look like in the Territory? We would end up with approximately 27,000 members of the merged fund in the Northern Territory and almost 1.6 billion in funds under management. So significant increase in the Territory. And of course, with greater funds under management, we'd also benefit from access to broader investment opportunities. And this could include more investment opportunities to Northern Territory-based investments. So it could be a great opportunity for the Northern Territory. We're currently working through due diligence on that matter, and that's expected to be completed by the end of 2021. The successive funds transfer date, so that's when the two funds actually meet and all the assets become combined, that's anticipated for the 1st of April 2022. Let's hope that's not an omen, 1st of April. But we'll keep all of our members and you as employers and your employees across that as it progresses, but it's all sounding very, very positive at the moment. But as I said, the key message I want to let you know is that our local teams will stay here and be available to help you and your employees actually understand their superannuation and take steps for a better financial future. And of course, there's a very attractive statewide team. There will be one more person added to that should the merger go ahead. But as I said, we've got a financial planner here who can look at complex needs. We've got Mick Murray, who's our associate financial planner for our members, who can give some at no extra cost. So as part of your membership with Statewide, you can access Mick's advice. And of course, Regina, who's here with me in Alice Springs today, and she can give that general advice as well. But please do reach out to me. We're here to help. We want people to understand their superannuation. It can be a very complex and daunting topic, but please, the more people who can understand it, they can make informed choices around what their financial future looks like. So thank you again to Leanne for the opportunity. Have a great time.